I can't stand how cute it is. I can't stand how cute it is. That is my new cabberpibber plushie from Fangamer. It's the best. It is the best. It's making my day. Oh my god. Hey everyone, how is it going? Welcome back to Let's Play Hollow Knight. We're in the Royal Waterways because there are a couple of things worth grabbing before we get to today's main course. I'm having to resist the temptation to just constantly squeeze this thing mid-recording. So, this thing's about a foot tall, and when you squeeze it, it makes the cabberpibber noises. It is my absolute favorite jam. I love it so much. So, you know what else I love a lot? I love double jumps. And so that's what today's main course is. We are gonna get that double jump upgrade. But not before finishing this arena? We're still locked in here. I know we have to kill all of these bloated bugs, but I am at a... Oh! One was just conveniently hiding behind the foreground pillar. There we go, I heard the gate unlock below. We also, last time we were in the Royal Waterways, somehow just made our whole way through without ever bothering to come over to the left and talk to Cornifer. The waterways are a labyrinth of pipes. I wouldn't have asked for a better place to employ my talents. It's also orderly, so considered, nothing like the crude irregularity of those caverns. Couldn't have asked for. But so sad, my trunk is telling me those fungal wastes are close, and I sense my damp adventure may have reached its end. His damp adventure, great. Oh, what a bad phrase. Wager these pipes and chambers were once used to carry the city's waste. Would have been a horrid stench down here. Thankfully, that constant rain has flushed them clean. Oh, that explains a lot. Okay, and he also mentioned that we're near the fungal wastes. Okay, we've seen this before. So are we really about to connect the map again? Are we really about to loop back to the fungal wastes? Well, let's see. There was one other pathway. Didn't we hit this? Oh, we did. It just doesn't open that gate. Yeah, we really did just connect ourselves to the fungal wastes and the mantis village. So everything now meshes together. We have this alternate way into the sewers, which means an alternate way up into the City of Tears from the fungal wastes now. Now that we have the map, it's not the only thing that we came to the waterways for, nor was the shortcut. Not by a long shot. That was just a nice bonus coming back down here. No, what we're actually after is yet another... Oh god, I hate the fluke flies so much. And we are not done with them in this episode. What we are after is another upgrade that's down here. One that is going to make traversing a couple of future areas much easier. Plus, it connects to the ancient basin, which is where we are going. We'll just drop back down to the bench, which is a familiar landmark for us. And we're gonna have to deal with a lot of that audio. A lot of today. So we're going hard right, and then dropping once we get the chance to. It's that unmarked pathway that we haven't explored. I mean, not the unmarked, the unexplored pathway on the map. I don't even know if we fought any of these things yet. They take about 6 hits, give or take. And once you hit them once, they will flip over and then actually start aggressively coming after you. Then you hit them again and they'll flip back. But we really don't need to make them angry on our journey down. Oh, Jesus Christ. The fluke flies. So finally, beneath us is acidic water. Haven't had to deal with that too much down in the sewers. Also, this handy visual cue of the pink crystals letting us know that we can... Oh no! I thought there was something that we could drop in midair for... Shit. Well, the crystal let us know that we can use our handy new Shine Spark to access a new area. And we will be right back after I F that up completely. Alright, cool. Let's try that again. And we will not be tricked by bad memory this time. Yeah, we'll just slam directly into the wall. Oh? I think I let go just like a split second too early before I could start the super dash up, which clings you to the wall on the spot. Oh, hi. Trying not to do a hi, Mark. Never ever gonna be able to resist that. So we can climb here. I don't think this is quite the way. Actually, the way is over to the right. Oops. So you might remember that there was a switch that we hit right... God damn, it's been a minute since I fought these. Really rusty feeling. You might remember that there was a switch that we hit right after... Oh, thought that would be the hit that killed. Right after beating the Dung Defender. Did not draw attention to what that switch actually did. What it did was open up more of the waterways, if we had bothered to backtrack back then. But it would have been a little bit pointless because we did not have the Crystal Heart for the Super Dash yet. But now that we actually have it, there's more of the waterways that we can explore and a new upgrade that we can get because of it. Also, who's that laughing? Oh, it's one of the nobles. What a surprise. It's not often I receive visitors. It's been so long. Ages even. I just hope my manners haven't left me. Eternal Alicia. You've no doubt sensed my affluence. You're right to guess. I'm renowned amongst the upper caste of Hallownest. Well, I was once, until those cretins cast me out. Have you met them, my former fellows? That's them outside, their bodies shambling around all mindless and empty. I'm still alive to witness their pathetic demise. I'm just so happy. Fate can be a wonderful thing. She loves it. Isn't life just wonderful? No doubt this one will meet its demise at the nails of the city's guards. I'll outlive you too, little grub. Ah, you must have sensed my affluence. Just an amazingly petty, awful person. I would almost admire that level of pettiness if she wasn't also an aristocrat bug. I can't stand it. Only those who prove their honor in combat may enter the grove beyond. The defender even has his face embellished on that. So this would be flooded with acid otherwise, lest we had not defeated him first and hit that switch just after his boss room. But since we proved our worth in honorable combat, we can actually access the Grove, which is a new subzone of the Royal Waterways. Whoop. Come on now. Why are you going to be a pain in the ass today? Why did you wake up and say, I'm going to cause trouble? Oh well, there we go. Once again, acid, nothing doing here, and if we try to super dash across, there's actually a slightly low-hanging ceiling. This is not too big of a deal though, as we drop down here and we have an arena full of city sentries. Man, just really, really rusty today. It does not bode well for what's coming up probably towards the end of this episode. So we have the moment where the game really takes the kids' gloves off coming up. Also, I think we may have heard... Oh, no, not yet. I was going to say the squeak of her little cabberpibber friend. Oh, there it is! The other ones, the exploding bat things, I've learned are higher pitched. They're a little bit more shrill. Look at this, Yzma's Grove. We can dream nail this corpse. It says Ogram. There's no time. And also, we get Yzma's Tear. Acid shall be repelled. So this is the upgrade that allows us to walk confidently through acid. So we can just lock out Matagog normally through the acid water. So we can get up here for cabberpibber friend. That one wasn't a mimic. Aw, thank goodness. It would be terrible to run into more of those. By the way, that... what we dream nailed... we can infer is Yzma. And we'll learn a little bit more about who Yzma is and Ogram that she was talking about momentarily, because we're going to have to backtrack through Dung Defender's boss arena, and once we come back through with Yzma's Tears, we'll get some new dialogue out of him. First, we're just going to make our way back and see if we can find anything new, since we have the acid power now. No, it just looks like we're getting a shortcut back. Actually, we do get this. Oh, shit. Big ol' shit. Well, we're going to use just about all of that soul that we accrued there. By the way, Alicia back there was another backer character. And we're not going to stop mid-jump this time, and we're actually, you know what? Nah. Because there's something else I need to do anyway. Oh god. Why did these respawn? We didn't even sit at a bench. I hate them. They are some of the most annoying enemies. You will hear a lot of talk about an enemy called a primal aspid being the worst enemy in the game. Oh, I highly disagree. Highly disagree. Not even close. Primal aspids are fine. So we just need to climb back up. And then we're heading back towards the Dung Defender's room. And actually, I don't even know if we're really going to put Yzma's Tears to good use this episode, since we're going right back to the Ancient Basin. But it's something that's really going to come in handy later, so since we had to pass through here anyway, it was a good time to pick it up no matter what. Oh, you know what? I do need to go back real quick to the previous room just to get some soul. Because I don't think I'm going to have the chance to once we get to the room. So where are these creepy crawly boys? There you are. Oh, that was mistimed. Oh no. Oh, this is going bad. I'll wind up having to use all this soul to heal myself. We're going to hold off on that. I think I have enough to heal myself back up to full, and then also do the thing that I want to do, but we're gonna save it. There are actually 2 things in the upcoming boss room worth doing right now. Which pass through, you can actually hear him burrow back up. We could talk to him again. That's here, you've been to her grove. I swore I'd visit, but my duty's my oath. Oh, I'm sorry, ignore me, I'm being foolish. If I'm not careful, I'll sink down into old memories and won't ever come back again. She's a great judge of character, so if she gave you her blessing, must be something special indeed. I'm barely worthy to be in your presence. So there were others. This dung defender, who is apparently very close with Yzma, is Ogrim. And we can see both of them, plus a few others, in effigy here. Along with an effigy of the Pale King and a king's idol. Get a better look at that 4-pronged crown of the Pale King. So those 5 to the left are Drea, Yzma, Zemir, Ogrim, and Hegemal. They are the 5 legendary knights of Hallownest who served under the Pale King. We saw Yzma before. We now know she's one of the knights. Whoops. Ogrim we fought and just talked to. It's clearly the dung defender. And you could also make out the silhouette of another one, the one that we knew to be the false knight, which was the maggot inhabiting Hegemal's armor. Fought him as the first proper boss of the playthrough. So the 5 knights to the left and their king, the Pale King, on the right. It's also a bit tragic that the dung defender apparently didn't realize that Yzma was dead, that she's been dead for quite some time. He seemed like he was under the impression that she was still alive, and since they were so close, it makes it all the more tragic. Oh, we remember these boys? The Molex. We are gonna, before we work our way back to the bench and go left from there towards the upgrade that we want, there's something else that we can do down here. Something rather important, actually. I think this is meant to be a lot harder than it is to deal with the 2 of them on either side of you at once, but it's not all that bad. This is what we came for, some pale ore. Pale ore is what we are going to be using from now on to upgrade our nail. The first one only cost Geo. Oops. From here on out. Tried to nail it, but the ceiling was a little bit too low, so the explosion radius is really hard to dodge like that. Yeah, we'll be using quite a bit of pale ore now to get our subsequent nail upgrades to do a little bit more damage. I'm gonna try it on you again. Maybe you. Nope, nope, nope. Damn. Does appear we got a little bit of dream essence from something. This shortcut's gonna get us back up when we need to. And we also have this, but we don't have any soul to use the Desolate Dive, so just grab some from the Molex real quick. May as well finish him for good measure since we're missing some health. Is there anything I want to do down here first? No, we can Desolate Dive down. We are clear to do that. There is one other thing that I'm missing here, and it's an NPC interaction. I can't quite remember where she is, so we will be back for her. Also, I want to show this off. If we dream nail the cabberpibbers, The ones who are not mimics will be thinking of going home. The other ones will say something like empty or, I think, kill. That's the only way you can tell the difference between a mimic grub. So do you hear that? That clicking? Also, you have to question what that is. Some kind of egg. Oh, it's real sinister. So the only way you tell the difference between the mimics and the regular grubs is to dream nail them before you break them out. I didn't want to do that right away when we first encountered the mimic last time, because I didn't want to give away that there were mimics before one could actually ambush us. It's quite a shock, especially to find a mimic disguised as one of those grubs, and not just like an inanimate object, like a chest, or even one of these statues containing souls. But last time we were in the ancient basin, we did get the map from Cornifer, and we did activate this bench. So now all that remains is to shine spark over the spike pit and stop just a little bit short. This is what I was thinking of earlier when I stopped in midair on the way to Yzma's Grove. This is also a bit mean because you waste so much of the geo as it goes into the spikes. There is an item that you can, a charm you can equip that will collect stray geo. I don't really think it's worth it. It's not worth using the notch. Curious how gusty it is, considering how far down we've come. Oh. Ooh. So those little things that scattered like roaches as soon as we got near them, they're called light seeds, and they are very much alive. And of course, the color coding is important. Orange is bad. Or at least orange will in some way hurt us, or wants to. It's the color of the infection. And yet they ran from us. They cannot hurt us. They're too weak to do that on their own. If we kill enough of them, the Hunter's Journal will update and tell us that some strange air has seeped down here from up above, down into the basin and condensed into a liquid. And that liquid became flesh. And that flesh came to life. So not only is the infection capable of changing forms, holy shit, look at this. We cannot dream nail it directly though, whatever this monstrous bug is, but the thing coveting the key inside, yeah, we can. And we're just gonna tank this damage and dash through. Hopefully we don't have to. Well, we did. Fuck, 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 fuck. Get some soul back. So not only can the infection drive people mad, it seems to be alive. Like it's capable of taking form. And the form it takes is itself alive and has a will. The plague is alive. And it's even manifesting in this way. Into these ghostly things. That is quite a new development. That is a really subtly presented new development, but an incredibly important revelation. That the plague is a living thing. Or part of one. The plague has a will and can take form to execute that will. That shortcut is so important because it opens up a direct line back to the bench. That could wind up being vital because we have a boss coming up, and that boss is hard as hell. I'm gonna be honest, I only remember the gist of it and not the fight itself, but... This looks exactly like us, with just different shaped horns. We can't dream nail it. Only difference is, the back half of the mask is broken. We aren't one of a kind, and it becomes possessed by a mass of light seeds. It's called the Broken Vessel. Doesn't that name just tell you everything? It's a vessel and we're just like it. So the knight, our character, is also a vessel. We're not the Hollow Knight, but it sure seems like we're on a journey to replace him and contain the infection that's seeping out of him. Remember that thing when we first got to the City of Tears and saw Hornet there? You read that statue's inscription? The statue of the Hollow Knight mentioned something about perpetuating the city through great sacrifice. Well, that's what the sacrifice was. He became a vessel to contain the infection, and now something or somehow... Oh, shit. Other vessels kin to the Hollow Knight are being compelled to come to this decaying, dying city of Hallownest to come back and replace him. Shit. Yeah, I figured that would take at least more than one attempt. It's quite a hard boss. I think I get it now, but I really did forget how that fight worked. Whoop! Damn it! Well, back to the bench! Yeah, I really did forget how that fight worked. But I think I have it pretty well in hand now. So let's stop short. Now ram our heads into that. Oh! Almost did it again. Just get some soul back from you, and you. And give that another shot. Oh, it's really nice. They place your shade outside the boss room, and so far outside of it. I'm gonna quiet down for this attempt. Plus, I really like this fight. Mean. Very rude. This boss is bullying me. No bully! This is not going well. Ah, this thing spawned right when I was healing. It sucks. Oh, this music is fucking terrific, too. Oh, I thought he was doing the sword slashes. Oops. Well, we can just tank a couple of those hits. We will do way more damage to him than he can do to us during that if we just go all in on recklessly DPSing him. Misjudge that. Yeah, we're just gonna get some more damage in, because he'll stagger after this again anyway. Then we can just heal for at least 2 points of health. It would have been too greedy to go for the third. Quick focus is something that we have to pick up pretty soon. It's such an essential charm. If you want any chance of healing during bosses, outside of like their dedicated stagger phases. Oh, that hit him twice because of the knockback. Cool. What a nifty, challenging fight with a whole lot of lore implications. So good night, sweet prince. Good night, fallen brother to the night. It's also just discarded down there. Broken is a really pointed phrase to use in his boss name. He broke and was of no use containing the infection, so he was just discarded. And our reward is the Monarch Wings. Oh, double jump time. Thank you all for watching. Take it easy. Have a good one.